Live stream. I set a live stream up before. Some of you might have watched it. I'm covering the demolition of the police station here in Blackpool, and there was a problem with the first one I did. Couldn't get the chat working, so I filmed it for a bit, and I decided to stop that one and start again. So this is where we're up to, folks. If you watched the first one and you're back again, welcome back. Welcome to anyone who's joining us. I'm live in Blackpool. We're looking at the demolition of the old Hi to Jay. Jay's in the house. Well, this is what we've been waiting for such a long time. We've got the chat working now. Hi to George Smiley. We've got Jay, we've got Vegas 180, is it? Gee, chat's on this time, yeah. I don't know what happened. Hi to Bob Andrews. Steve Marriott across the Irish Sea. Yeah, the chat wasn't working before. I don't know. I must have pressed the wrong button. Tell that other guy I hate his sill banner. I don't know what that is. So. I don't know what a sill banner is. Hi from Scotland. Is it Dean McEwen? John Conway is here. Dot Brownlow. Paul and Dot. Carol Smith. G is watching from Africa. Hi from Kilmarnock. Hi from Scotland. Michael King. Hi from Buenos Aires, says Alan Duckworth. Wow. When did they take the mast down? That was the first thing to come down this morning. I missed it. I didn't get here straight away. I've got lost property in that building from years ago. Well, you might see it. If you look carefully, you might see your lost property. Thank goodness it's coming down, a ruddy ISO. Hi to Susan Scott, Pamela Brett, D Belfast, Sharon Lewis in Cumbria. All right, Stephen, watching from God's Country, Durham. Helen Rayburn, hi. Dexter Drone Diary. Hope you're well, Stephen. Jacqueline Bruce. Simon John Simon. I used to work on the top floor, right hand side of... It was the kitchen and police canteen. Hi from Blackpool, says Camille, is it? Stuart Ward, hi, Bury. Anna Meyer in Amsterdam. Thanks to Maureen D. Hi from the Santas in Cornwall. Hi to Zach Mel, is it? Sorry, I'm struggling to read the comments. At least I can see the comments. Hi to Phil and Pamela in West Sussex. Hi from North Shropshire. Says Dickie Board. Stephen, hi fella. Hi from Lytham. I was down there the other day watching the festival. Well, I wasn't in the festival. Hi to Brian Standy. Is that Haitian? So we've got over 200 watching. I'm glad I've got the chat working this time. So I did another live stream before, but unfortunately the chat wasn't working. Hi to John Barnard from Bolton. Hi from Scotland, Louise Allen. Hi from Cumbria, Phil Burke. North Carolina, David G. Christopher Margaret. Is that Christopher and Margaret from Stockton-on-Tees? Hi from Glen Roths, Fife, Scotland. Hope you're okay. Dexter Drone Diary will be down in a few days. It's not your boy Leroy. He's live now. Is he live from the other side? Alan Griffiths, hi. Wendy, is it Bell or Ball? Sorry, I can't quite see. Well, I tell you what, it's not going to take them long to get this down, is it? I mean, look at what they've done. They've only been working on it for about, what, since 8 o'clock this morning. And look at where they're up to. Hi to Jamie and Nicola's Adventures around Yorkshire. Hi to Alan. Hi to Andy in Stoke-on-Trent. Hi to Glenn and Lisa in Derby. I'll just give you a little view of the area. Hi to Sharon Lewis. Michael Berry. Well, we got almost 300 watching. We had 500 watching the last one. See if we can get up to that again, shall we? I did make a video as well, which I'll put out a bit later on, but I thought I'll do a live stream over there. It's the end of an era, folks. 1972. Hi to Charles, live on the Ocean Wave. Yeah, we've got over 300 watching. Thanks to everyone. Hi to Michael Mage. Yeah. So, it's very windy today, I have to say. It is very, very windy. Quite blustery. Hi to Tony Jackson, Walney. To Relisa Berkeley, Perth, Australia. Wow. We're live in Blackpool. We're watching the demolition of the old police station. It's been here since 1972. It was designed by Roger Booth, who was quite famous or infamous for building brutalist public buildings. There's one of his structures in Chorley. If you want to have a look at Chorley Police Station, that's one of Roger Booth's favourites. But yeah, it is quite dusty. Some great progress made in a day. Alan, I am struggling to read some of the names. Strange how therapeutic watching demolition. Kevin Henry VIII, is it? Sorry. It's really hard to read. I'm glad I've got the comments. I'm glad I've got the chat working this time. Zoom in a bit, someone says. It's all coming down now, folks. Hi to Nick and Gloria. They're not messing about, no, Stephen Kelly. Hello from Greenock in Scotland. James, didn't quite get your name. Good afternoon, Emma Gemmel. Yeah, it won't be long, will it? Hi to Dave. Dave and Ruth in Newcastle. Thanks so much to Andy L1710. Great to see you cover this. How is the Corgi bass truck? It's very good. Was it you that sent it us? That's amazing. I've showed it to all my friends as well, and they're really impressed with it. It's amazing, yeah. I ride pushback, very nice. Hi, Andy in Wakefield. Hello to Marion in York. Hi to Marion. We're here in sunny Blackpool. I'm just going to... Hello from Naples, Florida. Let the carnage begin. Hi from St Anne's, Carl Whitehouse. Richard Ward is in Swaddlingcote in Derbyshire. I'll just give you a little look around. This is where we are, of course. There's the Blackpool Tower. Come on. It's all coming down now, yeah. Shout out to Matty, Sarah and Joshua. And that's from Andy. Hi from Adelaide in Australia. Was there a fire inside? It looked so black. No, there was never a fire in this police station. Not as far as I know, anyway. I mean, it's had like urban explorers, it's had kids going to it. Hello from Walsall in the West Midlands. April Bet. When I was in the Scouts, we had a tour. The cells were not very nice at all. Just a slab of concrete to lie on. Well, if you get nicked, you don't need luxury, do you? Hi, Matt. Matt from Medway in Kent. Love your channel. I fitted blinds in both courts in Blackpool. Well, there's something. That's interesting. Hi from Wolverhampton. I wish I was in Blackpool right now, says Dale Neil. Thanks very much to Jamie and Nicola's Adventures Around Yorkshire. £5 super chat. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Jamie and... trying to like them. Nicola's Adventures Around Yorkshire. If you've got a channel, give them a follow. Yeah, this is what we've been waiting for, really, isn't it? We've been waiting for this moment, for this day, for so long. Hi from Leamington Spa. Paul Chew, is it? Hello from Perth, Australia. Owen. Well, we're up to 438 watching. Thank you so much to Kyle Houghton. Can you come to Ormskirk, please? I don't think I've ever been to Ormskirk. I'll tell you where I've been, which might not be too far away. I might be wrong. I've been to, what's that place? It's, I can't think of the name of it now. Just down from Liverpool and Southport. There must be a video camera on that claw so the operator can see what he's doing. Yeah, I was wondering about that myself, yeah. The cab, by the way, the cab does tilt upwards. It does tilt upwards, the driver's cab, when it extends, so he can actually look up. So he's not doing it blind, but there could be a camera on there as well. Well, I think it's just going to be a car park, Tony Jackson. I'm trying to think of that place. It's just down from Southport. Parking lot. Connor. Yeah, it's just going to be a parking lot. I like that. I went to America and I came back saying parking lot. Oh, look at that. Hello from Tacoma, Washington. I've been to Tacoma. I actually flew into the airport there, SeaTac Airport, yeah. I saw the bridges that go over the Tacoma, the two bridges. You might remember that there was one that famously collapsed when it had that, what was it, the resonance of the wind. It couldn't handle it, could it? Greetings from Cheltenham, Gloucestershire. That machine is living up to its name of the beast. Robert Burgess. When will I go to Morecambe? You know, I've not been to Morecambe for ages. Yeah, this machine has come from Liverpool. Thanks very much to Jay for my American accent. It's a little bit of a phony American accent, but I suppose I might pass. Grabbing hold of something up there now. Oh, it's just a bit of metal. It's all coming down now in Blackpool. We've waited a long time for this, but it's finally coming down. The old police station. It was the headquarters of Lancashire West Division. Great shot of the Hi to Sue and Darren Hull, East Yorkshire. Hi to Joe, West Midlands. Mildred's back. Mildred's here. Mildred was watching the other stream before. More American accent, quite entertaining. Hi to Robin family, Manchester. No, it's not Formby or Crosby. Burscough. The place I was thinking of was called, is Burscough anywhere near Ormskirk? It's Burscough. That's what I was thinking of. £1 burger, should have put a big sign on that. Yeah, it would be good to play with that machine, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Burscough, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Burscough is near Ormskirk. Hi to Adrian Moore in Southampton. Don't forget to hit the like button, thanks Jay. Hi to Paul. Sorry I can't read all the messages. The messages are actually going quite fast. I'm struggling because of the light. Hi from France, Gordon Strachan. Wow. Is that the Gordon Strachan? Wasn't he a footballer, or am I thinking of someone else? Hi from Cleveland, Alan Westhead, is it? Have they finished the Central Club? No, they're still doing that as well. I went past the Central Club and they are still working on the Central Club. Hello from a sunny Tipton. And that's Sean Hemmings. So, if you've just joined us, we're here in Blackpool and they're demolishing the old Bonny Street police station. No problem, Alan. I was amazed by the wind things on the seafront. How do they not snap? It will be gone by the end of the week. Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? Connor McConnor, some well-placed explosive in the thing, would put a heat in seconds, yeah. You and not your boy Leroy are both filming. Hi to Pauline and Kevin in Canada. How's the demo lads been to Higginsburg? Yeah, I think they have been there, yeah, they have been going there. How much the daily cost of that machine is? Well, the driver itself probably costs about £1,000 on his own. £1,000. Shout out to Ina Ambrose. They have been watching me, they're only 2 years old. Ina and Ambrose, sorry. Imagine if they used your old ball and chain. Yeah, remember the old ball and chain? When did Blackpool South Police Station close? I don't know. Yeah, who remembers the old ball and chain, the old wrecking ball there? Yeah. You don't see that anymore, do you? Yeah. And of course there has been some quite high profile demolitions in Blackpool over the last 10 years. We had the high-rise Leighton flats, they were blown up. I filmed them on my channel, you can have a look at it as well. And also the old Premium Bond building as well. That was blown up as well with dynamite. So there have been some quite spectacular demolitions over the time. I'm really struggling to read my screen. Some of them matter. No, it's not going to take long, is it? It was mostly used for brick buildings, the ball. Are there any prisoners still inside the police station? Were you ever in the building on your beer monster days? Well, actually, not really, no. Although I did make a court appearance once, but I was not guilty, Your Honour. No, I was not guilty. Yeah, that'll be the lift shaft, won't it? It's quite a windy day today as well. If Fred Dibner would have had that thing down in no time, he'd have took it down himself, wouldn't he, Fred? If you look over there, you see those things there, just look at the way they're blowing. You can see that they're really blowing right over. The wind appears to be coming, well, not quite from the north, but more from sort of the northwest. It is quite a heavy, quite a strong wind, should I say. We've got over 600 watching, so we're now more than we had in the first live stream. And the chat wasn't working on the first live stream. I had it set all wrong, so I've had to. Hi to Stephen and Tracy, just had a nice holiday in Blackpool. The wind will stop getting the drone up. Yeah, it is a little bit windy. It is a little bit windy for a drone. Yeah, there was someone flying a drone before, and he's not flying it now because I think the wind's got up a little bit more. But I'll just give you a little bit of a look round. Oh, sorry about that. There's Blackpool Tower, of course. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we've got AT Media here somewhere. Got quite a few people here filming this today. My friend Frank in Blackpool is somewhere. Yeah, he'll take it down. Got someone waving down here. I don't know who he's waving at, but it's not your boy Leroy, it's to your left. Ah, right, okay. White shirt, bad shirt. This is my work shirt, this. I've been working today. Yeah, so I didn't manage to get to see the start of this demolition. I was all the way down in Lytham. I was down in Lytham working this morning, so I managed to miss the very start of the demolition, but never mind. I got here at the end. Yeah, it's Fred that's doing the demolition here. Fred's the main man. Yeah, I think they're going to need a car wash. The wind is quite strong. Yeah, the guy that's doing the demolition is called Fred. He's the main man. Yeah, it's quite surprising how much he's managed to chomp off, isn't it, in such a short time. Started around about 8 o'clock this morning. Must be something about people called Fred, mustn't it? Fred Dibner was obviously a legend. Did you see that video of Fred Dibner climbing up that big chimney? I think it was in Darwin, in Lancashire. And my goodness, if you look it up on YouTube, you'll see. Yeah, it's wasn't really to everyone's taste, the design of this building. I don't think it's going to take them too long to knock this down, is it? I just wanted to talk a little bit about the legend that is Fred Dibner. Now, there's a video on YouTube and it's well worth a look. I think it's about 20 minutes. And he's knocking down a chimney, no, I don't think he was knocking it down. I think he was just doing some work on it. The chimney was in Darwin. It's about a 200-foot chimney, and he's climbing up a wooden ladder up the side. And there's a bit where there's an overhang, and he has to go around the overhang. And my goodness, if you watch that video and you're scared of heights, it's pretty scary. Yeah, I recommend having a look at that video if you get a chance. Just search Fred Dibner on YouTube. You'll probably see it. A 200-foot chimney in Darwin, and with a wooden ladder going up the side. And my goodness, I mean, I'm not really that scared of heights, but when I was watching that video, I was scared of heights all of a sudden. 665 watching. Thanks to everyone who's joined us. We've got 665 watching. We're live in Blackpool for the demolition of the old Bonny Street police station. It was like one of those people, you know, like you have fear for a reason, so that you don't go into danger, but he seemed to have no fear at all for heights. It looks like they'll probably have this all down by the end of this week. what are the plans for the site? I think it'll just be a parking lot. Yeah, it's just going to be. Melissa Hedge, that building opened the year before I was born. Yeah, it did. 1972 was when this all opened. The police station, the courts. Fred used to have a couple of pints of beer before he went up after lunch. Well, I don't think there are any plans. I think they're still looking for someone to take it all over. Welcome to Blackpool, the biggest car park in Europe. It's just going to be one big massive open space now, isn't it? How many more parking lots does Blackpool need? Well, it's a good question. M25 is the biggest car park in the UK. Fred would have had that demolished before the barman could pull his first pint. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. Hit the like button. We're live here in Blackpool. We're watching the demolition of the old Bonny Street police station. This was the main headquarters of the Lancashire West Division. Thanks, Glenn Halliwell. Mr. Sheen for all the buildings. Yeah, we're live in Blackpool. Got quite a few people watching. We've got over 700 people watching now. That's great. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll just pan round this way and show you the tower. We've got over 700 watching. Hi to Trevor in Kent. This place used to be crawling with police during the party conferences in Blackpool. Turning into a green space. Well, that's a good Adam David, is it? Yeah, that's a really good idea, but I just can't see it happening. You know, all this here, it could be a park, couldn't it? I mean, Blackpool's crying out for green spaces near the town centre, and this could be one of them, but I just can't see it happening. I'll tell you what, the wind is absolutely crazy. The wind is it's terrible. Hiya, you okay?
Good, thanks, yeah.
Yeah.
Just caught you on the live. I thought I'd pop down and say hi.
Oh. Hi.
I love the streams, it's brilliant. I don't know who exactly, but one or two people refer to you as Mr. Blackpool. I agree.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thanks very much.
This is incredible.
It is, yeah.
To say they only started this morning.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe how much they've got into it already.
Yeah.
It looks like we'll probably have it all down.
Yeah. By the way, Steve,
in a few days.
Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. How long have you been stood here?
Sorry?
How long have you been stood here today?
I've been here. What time is it now?
It is 10 past 4.
I got here at about 2 o'clock.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
dedication.
So I was quite late getting here actually.
Wow.
I was a little bit late. They started at 8 o'clock this morning.
Well, I've just finished a run of night shifts this morning, and the idea was drive home, dive in the bath, come out. The weather is garbage. My energy literally died as soon as I got back into the bedroom after the bath. I just crashed and died on the bed. So,
I didn't bother going in. I'll be doing some work this morning. I come straight down here.
Okay.
I just left all my work here on because I'm going to get dusty. So
I was going to say, when you're filming something like this, you don't want to be in your Sunday best.
no,
do you?
no, no. I'm not dressed in my Sunday best.
No, absolutely not. There's no point, is there?
Would have made an awesome one. Hi from Kings Lynn, says Jennifer Olding, is it? Yeah, it would have been nice. It would have made a nice park, all this. But it would have made a nice park, but they'll never make it into a park.
They will make it into a park of sorts. They'll extend the car park, from my reckoning, and it'll be like that for years until they either come up with a new plan and or somebody actually has some money to do whatever they say they're going to do.
Just looking that way there is where the central railway station used to be, right over there.
Yes.
And that's the only thing, the Coral Island was the only structure they ever put into place.
Right.
And the rest of it was just a car park.
Yeah.
And it's been a car park ever since.
I want to know what they're going to do with the rest of that, that brand new black building. When are they going to actually finish turning that into a hotel?
Yeah, I don't know. I've got no idea. Yeah. But we're just looking towards Blackpool Tower there. No more cracky gardens required. Well, we don't want that, do we?
I can't believe it's a shoot starting this morning.
Hello from a sunny Manchester. Roger Booth never saw this coming. No, we didn't, no. Yeah, Chorley Police Station, look it up. It's still there. Could be beautiful, just like Piccadilly.
Steve?
Yeah.
What are you looking from?
Oh, you don't know. No.
Donation to the channel. I'm a subscriber anyway. Sure. Okay.
Oh, thanks very much. Hi to Stuart Ward from sunny Eastbourne. No money to be made turning it into a pot. Yeah, you're right there. You're right. It's not taken long to chew through. No, it hasn't. Oh, it's all gone quiet. Fixated on the elevator shafts. Move on, and the shafts will came in. It looks a bit like they'll probably get it all down. Well, they'll certainly get all this down by the end of this week. If you look at how much they've got down so far, it looks like the guy's finished for the time being.
Really, that keep the smaller machines
Yeah.
wide to get rid of this lower bit. And I've got rid of the station.
I'm struggling to read the comments because of the light, and not only that, when I've got my glasses on, I can't read
Is
anything.
it a case of them being too small or too dark?
It's a bit of both. It's a bit of, when I've got my glasses on, well look how dark my glasses are. They go too dark and it makes it even darker.
And fully maxed out in the brightness.
Yeah.
Probably won't be any use, but just try those to focus. They're only just cheapo reading glasses from Boots, but they may or may not be in the
Oh, that, you know what?
Even worse.
I think, no, actually, I reckon I need to get some glasses like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
What, you just get them.
cost, I think, £2, I think.
If I get some of them, that just made it look so much clearer. But yeah, I'll probably have to see about getting some of those. Yeah, that would be really handy.
Yeah.
I'm from Daisy Hill in West Bolton, but I think, Stephen, we need more hotels. Well, there was supposed to be a hotel going on here. Hi to Samantha Kirkwood in Northern Ireland. The front right quarter of the top floor used to be the officers' mess. Quite swanky compared to the rest of the building. But anyway, it seems to have just stopped for the time being. Yeah, I know I need to go to Specsavers. Must have been Demolition. I was at Grange over Sands at the weekend. Even though it was sunny, I couldn't see the Blackpool Tower. Someone said there's too many hotels in Blackpool. Yeah, it could be an arena. It could be an arena, couldn't it? No problem, Joanne Jackson. If there is access to number 13 Bonny Street pub, you can get to the pub. Yeah, you can get to the pub. Yeah, they have really cleared all the area, haven't they? You can see there's quite a lot of stuff going on over. What they're doing over here is they're sorting out all the hardcore and that. It's all been sort of graded and that will be all taken away somewhere. I don't know where they're taking it to. Should have gone to Specsavers. The rock crusher must be noisy, but smart way to haul off debris. Hi to Bob in sunny Birmingham. Get myself a £1 burger. Go my lads. It's a bit too windy for a drone, really. To get some walk on the wild side stickers and give them out to people. Well, I'm going to do something like that. Thinking about it. Oh, he's coming back now. The man is coming back. He's coming back. It's a very, very busy, it's a busy site here in Blackpool. I remember visiting my cousins on Central Drive. We used to carry people's luggage in a handcart and show them to the guest house. Thought I'd dropped something there. I have 3 pairs of specs, need to keep changing. No, it's a pain, isn't it? Well, the glasses that I wear are actually very focal, but they're not ideal. Sorry? You know what? They definitely work. I'll have to say about getting some, and they're just cheap things from Boots or whatever. They're just like a 1-2 times
that
thing.
particular pair, 15 quid.
Yeah?
You get them cheaper.
Yeah. But it's a bit of both because these are very focal, so when I look at the top bit, it's long.
Yes.
And when I look at the bottom bit, it's for reading, but you're supposed to look down. But when I'm looking at the screen, I'm looking at it through the top bit, so that makes it even harder. There's some dust getting kicked up when you see the machines feeding the rock crusher, yeah. We've got 750 watching. Hi Stephen from the west of Scotland. Well done on the 5 years on YouTube. We're hopefully coming down once the lights get switched on later in the year. Paul 1983, is it? Can I borrow those glasses? I'm going to put them on. I just want to wear them on.
Take them if you want, no problem.
Well, I've got some new glasses. Check out my new glasses. Hey, I can read the screen really easy with these. What do you reckon? Hey? Do I suit them? I can definitely read the screen a lot easier with these. Yeah, it's really good. Oh, I can read it from back here. The glasses suit you. You do suit them. Hi to Peter Light. 780 watching, don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks KJX. Watching from Ireland, Kerry Dowell. Yeah, Wendy Bell, thank you. Thanks to West Bar Wash. It is blowing quite a bit here in Blackpool. Have you ever thought about contact lenses? I used to wear contact lenses years ago. Hi Tamra. Sandra Stancliffe, West Australia, what's you up to? We've got almost 800 watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. Hi to Abby and Danny. As you can see, we're live in Blackpool. This particular demolition has got people watching from around the world. Yes, it certainly has. Watching from North Yorkshire, North Allerton. Anton Penn's Travels. Yeah, Fred Dibner would have had it down before, wouldn't he? They're finally getting rid of the eyesore. Driver earns more than train drivers. So we've got almost 800 watching and we've got 400 likes. So we could do with a few more thumbs up. So if you haven't given the video a thumbs up, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. I can't wear contacts, but I'm happy. Hi to Graham's Die-Casting Railways. Time the donkeys have their lunch, half an hour. Watching from St Helens, Brenny Willow. Watching from Thornton, I'll be down in 10 minutes. Hi Stephen, watching from Whitehaven, Andrew Litt. Don't forget to hit the like button. We've got 800 watching, that's pretty good for this time of day. I don't normally do a live stream at this time of day. Hi to Lynn Marston and Stephen. Hi from Denmark, Anthony Pedersen. 822, 840 now. Yeah, looks like it's going to be down by the end of the week, doesn't it? I mean, just look at that massive big section. Oh, big bit coming down there. We've got quite a few people watching. Willem and Bill watching in Arbroath. Hi Stephen, watching from Kilmarnock, Scotland. Reed Sutherland. Hi to John, watching from Larne in Northern Ireland. I've been to Larne a few times. We used to get the ferry from Carnryan to Larne. Yeah. Very dusty. And the wind is quite strong as well, so it is whipping up quite a lot of dust. I'm in Thornton, but watching Wimbledon, so I can't make it after all. Hi to Reg Cartwright. Just opened a cafe in Blackpool. Please call for... I think I might have broken my camera because my camera was on a tripod before when I was filming my video and it blew over. Hi to Mick Raby. Sean from Barnsley. Has the operator got a camera on the other? I think there probably is a camera on it. I think someone told me. Paul Graham is watching in Dunfermline, Fife. Thanks to Paul Neal, Billy Patterson. Oh. Got a bit of a sore foot. This is much better than tennis any day, is it? Sorry? Sorry? I know, yeah. It's on the it's right on the heel of this foot, right on the heel. I think it's a plantar. Yeah. Plantar. Yeah. Plantar fasciitis, yeah, it's quite painful. Richard Day is watching from Pilling, just up the road. This is the destruction of the old Bonny Street police station here in Blackpool. We're live. 862 watching, that's a lot of people watching it. I never thought I'd get that many people watching at this time of day, because normally if I'm going to do a live stream I'll normally do it at night when most people are back, but we've got 868 watching. That's a lot of people watching from UFO capital of Scotland, Bonny Bridge Falkirk, didn't know that. Rory Blaze is watching from Tamworth. Melissa Hodge is having pork chops for tea. So we're live in Blackpool for we've waited so long for this. Speed Cola Dynamite would have been quicker. I wonder how many people watching have spent a night in no cells. Well, I never spent a night in a cell, but I did have a court appearance once, although I was not guilty, Your Honour. Watching from Ashbourne in Derbyshire. Yeah, there's a lot of noise. We've got the demolition, of course, and we've also got the machines working on the... What are they going to put in its place? Well, it's just going to be just one big car park, I think. You can see it's the wind. The wind is really whipping up. We have our own beach in Pipe Hayes, Birmingham. What's next to be demolished? Coral Island. Oh, no good for distance these, are they? Whenever I look over there. Watching from Oldbury, West Midlands should blow it up. I'm having a kebab for tea. John in South Shore. I don't think Dynamite will be very good with the sea life being so close, yeah. Mildred says, lovely weather in Blackpool. Well, she said it's pouring down in Birmingham, but I'm not really liking this wind. The wind is going right through me. I don't know.
When you've got a minute, I've got a little idea for your calendar as well.
Sorry?
When you've got a minute, I've got a little idea for your next calendar.
Oh, aye.
Yeah, it's nothing dodgy.
A what, sorry?
It's nothing dodgy, it's to do with the binding.
I learned from another live earlier, they can't blow it up because of other buildings, right? Yeah, you might be right there. Revenge of the beer monsters. St Walburga's Church Spire is the second largest building in Blackpool. St Walburga's Church Spire. Hi Stephen from Jimmy and Dumfries. Yeah, we could do some more greenery. You could have a big park here. A big park, you know, trees. You could have a lake. You know where it's like sunken in? This could be a lake. And you could have like a big open area.
That's not such a bad idea, is it? I like that.
Yeah, because it's naturally low down. It's like, yeah. Well, we've got over 900 watching now. We're live in Blackpool for the demolition of the Bonny Street Police Station. If you've just joined us, welcome. And if you haven't hit the like button, be sure to hit the like button. This building has stood since 1972. Hi to Bill McCon in Georgia. Got a few people saying that Fred Dibner would have had this thing down in no time. Hi to Alan in Stoke. A water park would be amazing. Well, we can't have a water park because we've already got one. The Sandcastle. Wow, can we get to 1,000 watching? Quite a few people watching. 930. I've spent a night in the cells. I can't recommend the breakfast. I've also been in the gymnasium. That's the room at the top left, which is 2 stories high. Oh, so there's a gymnasium in there. Wow. Someone.
I need to get going.
Okay.
Otherwise the cafe going to close on me.
I've dropped my glasses.
The next calendar.
Yeah.
I'd imagine the next calendar's already gone to the printers.
Pretty much, yeah.
The one after that, when it's not too late, for the binder, I would suggest, you know, the ring. Oh, it's not ring binders. What they call a spiral binder. Pages with a metal hanging loop. That would make it perfect.
Yeah.
That would make it perfect. But I'll tell you what, they're worth buying for the photos.
Thanks very much. Thank you. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
You look after yourself.
Will do. Yeah. Thank you.
Bye now.
Bye. Let it. Whoa! Oh my goodness! That was insane! My goodness! Wow, that was a massive section. Let's all hit the like button. We've got 937 watching. 937. That was a massive bit. We've got Sandgrown Explorer watching. Hi to Sandgrown Explorer. Glenn Halliwell. That was a pretty major section which came down then. Whoa. That was insane. Yeah, the chat's working now. Just look at the dust over there. Can you see that? Look at it. Can you imagine working? I would hate to work on a quarry or something like that, you know, because I don't think I could be doing with all the dust. I'm being joined by TikTok royalty at the moment. We've got Tony and Craig here. TikTok. They've just come along. Thanks to Janelle. Hi to Susan Bacon. Mick from Wakefield. Yeah, Tony and Craig are here. See if I can. Can't quite show them. The angle's wrong. Tony and Craig off TikTok. Ah, right. Yeah. We're live in Blackpool at the demolition of the old Bonny Street police station. If you've just joined us, don't forget to hit the like button. We've got almost 1,000 people watching, which is very, very impressive. Can we get to 1,000? Well, a little bit short on likes. We've got 566 likes. We've got 960. So if a few people hit the like button, it might just get the video promoted a little bit more, and maybe we'll get to 1,000. We're only about 15 short. Can we get there? I think it's just so this is the scene in Blackpool. They demolished all the courts. The court buildings were all over here. The court buildings. Absolutely. Whoa! That was a big bit. Thanks to dotty ground. Watching from Preston. Absolutely love your videos and content. Thanks, Paul Phoenix. Hi from Fran and Anthony in Staining. Come on, we're so close to 1,000. Let's see if we can get to 1,000, because that would be incredible, because I never thought that I would get to. I'm always surprised. I really am. It's a little bit. The wind is causing quite a lot of issues. 999. Come on, we need one more for 1,000. Yay! It's gone to 1,000. We've got 1,000 people watching. Thank you so much to everyone for joining in. The wind, I tell you what, the wind seems to be getting stronger. It's oh, look at that. It's coming down. 1972 is when this opened. 2025 is when it. No, the wind. Sandgrown Explorer. The wind's horrible. I know. It's starting to really do my head in now. It really is starting to do my head in this wind. Thanks everything Blackpool. He could come back tomorrow and the wind's finished. Yeah. Now there's like a massive section just up there. It looks like is that like a ceiling or a floor or something? Can you see that? There, look. Hi to Jim Vaughan, and that's from Becky Masters. Paul W in Stockton. I know, you can see those seed pod things, can't you? Those seed pod things over there, you see the seed pod? They're the seed pods. They're blowing them right over. It's coming down. The police station is coming down. Inglemells. Oh, I tell you what, the wind, honestly, the wind seems to be getting stronger. It seems to be getting stronger. I have to say, I'm really struggling at the wind. It's coming from, it's almost coming from the north, and it's getting stronger and stronger. The dust is blowing all over. I'm glad I'm not downwind of the dust, because the dust coming off this is incredible. Well, we've got over 1,000 people watching. Hi, Laura Allen, Berkshire, Royal Berkshire no less. It is blowing a hoolie. I got a £250 in that building for being drunk and disorderly in Blackpool. Hi, Polly W, Boston. Aaron in Ayrshire. Calendar coming soon. We've got over 1,000 people watching. We're live in Blackpool for the demolition of the old Bonny Street police station, the headquarters of the Lancashire West Division. Originally, I think that's what it was originally. I don't know if they were that when they, but just look at the way it kind of, I mean those sides, the sides, I thought that those were quite solid, but you know, when you look at that, the way that bashes into that side there, I mean, look at it, look. Like I say, it's just one big massive prefab. I'm sorry if the picture's a bit jumpy, but the wind at the moment is insane, honestly. I can't believe how windy it is. Seems to be getting worse. I thought it was going to get better, but it's getting worse. Thanks, Sandgrown Explorer. Don't forget to give Sandgrown Explorer a follow. He's been filming it as well. Yeah, I know. Watch out for asbestos. I think Frank in Blackpool might have an interview with the operator. So if you want to see Frank in follow Frank in Blackpool. I think he does interviews on his channel, and I think he might have one with the demolition operator. He's also done some good videos, good interviews with the Tramtown staff as well. So if you want to see any interviews, watch Frank in Blackpool. But just look at the way that it's punching a hole back through that concrete side there. You know, it's funny, the windows, aren't they? The windows are like turrets, aren't they? In a castle. I wonder why they designed it with such small windows, because nowadays you just have a massive glass side, wouldn't you, with windows floor, ceiling to floor, wouldn't you? Floor to ceiling. Yeah, they designed this building to have turret-style windows, which are not really going to let a whole lot of light in, are they? Really? You know, it must have needed quite a lot of artificial lighting inside to make up for that. So I don't really know why. I think this wind is starting to wear me out a bit. Hi Stephen, Karen and Rob in Glasgow, thank you for joining. Thanks to everyone for joining in. We've got over 1,000 people watching. We're live in Blackpool with the Demolition, the old police station. I never thought I'd get this many people watching at this time, because normally I would do a live stream in the evening and I'd expect to get quite a few people watching. I just didn't expect I'd get this many people watching a live stream during the day. So it's really, really good. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in. I'm actually starting to lose my voice a little bit now as well. But just look at the progress. I mean, let's just have a look at it. Just look at that. Just look at all that section there. That's all been done today. Bye Stephen, thanks Stephen Smith, bye. The turret style windows were there to get a balance of security and light. County jails in the USA have some sort of windows. Yeah, the lollipops are bent over, yeah. Larger windows might compromise the strength. Hydropole height in Wrexham. Frank in Blackpool said he got a little bit too sore. Frank in Blackpool's still recovering. Oh, it's a massive section there. I missed that. I wasn't looking. Look at that there. Got quite a bit of sand blowing around as well. You know, there's quite a bit of sand blowing around. I think I've broken my camera. When I was here before, my camera, when I was filming a video, I had my camera on a tripod, and the tripod blew over with the camera on it. So I think I might have trashed my camera. But this, the wind is honestly, the wind at the moment I think it's worse than it was before. And also the sun's gone behind the clouds, so it doesn't feel all that warm at the moment. Oh, look at that, just look at that. This machine is making mincemeat out of the station. Hi to Sharon and James in Skipton. Yeah, 1972. Frank will be back tomorrow, so if you want to see more videos of the Demolition, follow Frank in Blackpool. Oh, look at that. Oh, he's good at getting into this. It is. But just look at that, that big solid concrete like section on the side, and he's just punching it. It's just, look at this, look. It is just, I mean, I always thought that this would have been really hard to chew into, but Frank said he's going to have the drone out tomorrow. Yeah, it's a bit too windy for a drone today, I think. You can see all the metal as well, all the, whoa. You know, all the reinforced steel. It looks like those concrete panels on the side were not reinforced with steel. They were just concrete, pure concrete. By the look of it, I don't see any steel inside them. But as you can see, if you look at the seed, whoa, that was a big bit. We've got 1,173 watching. Absolutely incredible. This live stream in Blackpool, the demolition of the old Blackpool Bonny Street police station. They started with the Magistrates Court. It's a huge, huge site. And this is the final thing to come down. The actual police station itself. Someone said I knew it. Better than watching the tennis. Thanks, Debbie. I've had a few people say that. They said that. Oh, I'll tell you what though, the wind is actually really doing my head in at the moment. Go on, pull that down. Go on. Get it down. Come on. This is what we've all been waiting for. We've been waiting for so long for this to come down. And finally. Now that looks like a big hunk of concrete. Oh, I can hear sirens. It's kicking off in Blackpool. I think I can smell. Oh, it's a fire engine. There's a fire engine behind me. Now, what's that there? What's that? Is that concrete or is it metal? I think it's concrete. Is it? 1,200 watching. Absolutely incredible. What an amazing audience. Thanks so much to everyone for tuning in. I really am starting to lose my voice a bit now, though. Struggling a little bit. Yeah, it could be a stairwell, that's right, yeah. Someone mentioned it could be a stairwell. I did see some photographs of it. 1,225 watching, that's incredible, it's going up. Tony and Dean, Walsall, hi. It is a beast. I think they brought it from Liverpool because they were using it on the Liverpool hospital because it's the same demolition team that are doing the Liverpool hospital. Speak in normal tones to save your voice. Thanks, Jay. I'll try. I think when I'm doing a live stream, I always tend to talk a bit louder. I don't know what it is about my voice, but I just seem to, when I'm talking for so long, and particularly if I'm raising my voice, I start to get very croaky, and I'm not really sure why that happens. I went to Ireland after Liverpool and back on the mainland a bit. Didn't they used to use a wrecking ball back in the day, yeah. I was just talking before about wrecking balls, yeah. The rats and mice are scurrying, watch out. So they'll come back in the morning and the wind will have finished the job. I think the demolition was already paid for, I believe. I think they already had money to pay for the demolition. Hello Stephen from a sunny Brixham. I like Brixham. Went to Ireland after Liverpool, came back here. I like Brixham, Torquay, Paynton. Be careful with the dust. Thanks, Emma Greenall. Yeah, I'm not downwind. The dust is blowing. The dust is blowing the other way. So we've got TikTok legends down here at the moment. Tony and Craig are streaming live on TikTok for all you TikTok fans. That looks like that bit there looks like part of the, I don't know, part of the hi to Eddie Smith, supporting structure or something. I mean, those panels, you know, those panels around the side, there's nothing to them. It seems to be like one big massive prefab. Remember prefabs in the old, you know, we've got some houses in Blackpool that are prefabs and they still have them around. You know, the old prefab house. You can't get a mortgage on a prefab. Has anybody got prefab houses? Because they did build them during the war or after the war, and we have some in Blackpool prefabs. The thing is, if you want to buy a house that's a prefab, you can't get a mortgage on it. So has anyone got any prefab? No, they're not wasting time, Sangron Explorer. I'm watching from Malcal. So some people waving at me over here. Hi to Jordan Old tin house. I was dragged up. There's a few people around here that have been dragged up. Sharon Morris is having a new police station built in. Oh yeah? Oh, a new police station in Chorley. So what are they going to do with the old one? They're not knocking that police station down in Chorley, are they? Prefab houses in Banbury, Wolverhampton. Thanks so much to Carlos. $3, Carlos. Thanks so much, Carlos. Hi to Graham in Paisley. My granddad did a bit of work up in Paisley. There are a load of prefabs in Edinburgh around Liverton. They're good wee houses, that's where they're still around. I live in a prefab in Wales and managed a mortgage before they stopped. Yeah, we've got some in Blackpool. Not many. The council houses. And I think it's because they've got steel frames. Because it's, oh, come on, get that bit down there. Come on. It's coming down. Yeah, it's going to be a lot brighter, isn't it? There's going to be a lot more light coming into this area when this comes down. Just imagine all of the light that they're going to get around the back of the arcades over there. I mean, it's a lot better now already. Portsmouth have thousands of those prefab houses, mainly Paulsgrove area. Some prefabs in Fleetwood. I remember some of my aunts living in a prefab. Hi to Sonia. Sonia was here. Hi to Supernova Sonia. Supernova Sonia was here a bit earlier. Just look at that now. That is, wow. That is. It's not looking too pretty now, is it? I'll tell you what, there's not a lot of wood in there, is there really? Supernova Sonia has been filming some demolition in Preston. So there's a lot of demolition going on all over the place. Hi from Sheffield. We've got 1,300 watching now. Richard Watkins, hi, Sheffield. Hi to Mick and Rachel in Skegness. Same people built Preston Police Station. Mount Street Hospital, a very old building. So they're demolishing a hospital in Preston as well. And if you want to watch that, you can follow Supernova Sonia. Give her a follow. Sutton Coldfield, windy. Anna Lee, Scarlet will be much nicer, yeah. I must say though, I'm getting a little bit worn out by this wind. Hello from Barry and James, exiled from Blackpool in the northeast. Do a video on Rockless Street. Greetings from the Frank Randall Appreciation Society. Enjoying the show from Brooklyn, NY. Walkabout Soto, is it? Well, we've got someone watching in Brooklyn. We've got people watching from around the world here in Blackpool. The demolition of the brutalist structure, the headquarters, the former headquarters of the Blackpool Police and the Lancashire West Division headquarters. Thanks to Carlos in California. Wow. 1972 was when it opened. 2025 is when it all came down. Of course, the new police station now is just out of town. You wouldn't see it. You wouldn't see it if you weren't, because it's nowhere near the touristy areas. So Blackpool's police station is now, or has been since 2018, just outside Blackpool, very close to where you come off the M55. In fact, if anybody knows where the large Tesco store is, that's where it is. It's not far from Junction 4 off the M55. Hi to Joe and Elise from Liverpool. Hi from the Westwood family in the West Midlands. Is there an Eastwood family in the East Midlands? That'd be something. Hi from Craig, Maisie and Tracy, Pontefract. The Beacon of Hope says goodbye to the Beacon. St Helens is same style of building. Yeah. This was one of the bigger versions. Morning viewing from Vancouver. You know, I went to Vancouver once. Dennis Torosky. I went to Vancouver and the weather was just like being in Blackpool. It rained. I went across the Lionsgate Bridge as well. Yeah, I drove up to Vancouver from Seattle, went over the border. That was quite interesting. They film a lot of TV shows in Vancouver, don't they? Because Vancouver, I think, is a lot cheaper than America. Chorley police station is being turned into apartments. I'm quite glad to hear about that because in some ways I quite like it. I know that it's, some people say, oh, it's ugly. Hi to Joe and Amanda from Armadale, West Lothian. Mark Jones is in Allerton, Bywater. You know, in some ways I do quite like, I like the ugliness and just look at that there, just look at the way that is just coming off there. I did join it. Welcome anyone who's just joined us, we're live in Blackpool. Yeah, they could put a park. Fairbrag Forsyth, the sort of building which let you know when you're in trouble if you were taken there, yeah. Hi from Desmond Sausage Society, Connecticut. There's the Blackpool Tower. Just to give you a bit of context. And just look at that, just look. Jonathan Brown is back from the beeper. $1,300 watching. Oh. This wind is brutal. Hi from Logan, New York. Hi to Logan Shaw over there in New York. We've got people watching from Brooklyn, with California, Canada, Australia. Bye Pauline and Kevin in Canada there. Hi from Shrewsbury, says Peter Owen. Hi from Gary and Eccles in Huddersfield. Sunny and hot South Wales. Certainly not like that here. Mark Fitzroy, hi from West Bromwich. Sunny Wigan View. Seagull Poo Police Station. Can't believe I've been going for this long. And I did do a live stream before this one which didn't work very well because the comments weren't working. So I had to leave that one. But anyway, this is where we're up to, folks. I think as we go over the the 90-minute mark, 1,300 people watching, absolutely incredible. And this is where they're up to on the Bonny Street Police Station. We've just gone over 90 minutes on the live stream. I want to thank everyone for joining. I'm going to leave it there now. I'm getting absolutely hammered by this wind. I wasn't thinking of being on for this long, but I never thought I'd get so many people watching this live stream. Absolutely incredible in the afternoon. I've also done a video as well, which I'll probably put out a bit later on tonight. Might be a little bit later tonight. I'm also joined by TikTok royalty down here. We've got Tony and Craig, they're down there. So, if you want to follow the demolition, maybe you could watch TikTok and follow Tony and Craig on TikTok, they're covering it. So, I'm just going to leave you now with this view. This is where they're up to. I want to thank everyone for joining. I never thought I'd have so many people watching. It's been absolutely amazing. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for all the mods for coming in as well. I'm going to leave it there now. I think I'm going to go home, get myself in the shower, and I'll sort out the video for later on tonight. So watch out for that. And there you go. So once again, thanks everyone. Get a haircut, Donna, says Logan. I think I was in Gainsborough. Yeah, we'll all be gone by the time you get here. Thanks to Ryan Ford. Bath and bed. That sounds like a good idea. So there you go, I'll leave it there now. I'm going now. See you later. See you on the next live stream.